Hello, welcome back to DAVEspn. Today is Sunday, May 25, 2025. And we are at Kitsap Bank Stadium, South Kitsap High School, for the very first game of the summer season for your Port Orchard FC in their home Baby Blues. A lot of familiar faces out there for game number one, and some new faces as well. And today they're going to be playing Seattle United. I do not have a roster for Seattle United yet, and I may never get one. Part of the charm here at DAVEspn is misidentifying and mispronouncing names. So you can play a game at home, take a shot every time I misidentify or mispronounce a name. There are two familiar names right there, seasons past. Michael Devano, and in his signature red-headed self, Connor Loudon. They're back and better than ever. We have some other returners from last year. Aiden Harvey, Porter Herbig's back, Hunter Milbrot, Caleb Gilbert, Kai Paul, Matt Ludlow, Colby Juarez, Jagger Judkins, he's back. Dom, the Dominators, Dom Pajimola, aloha, he's back. And of course, on the sidelines, Pat Leonard. Gabe Threadgold is on the sidelines as an assistant coach this season. He's nursing an injury of his own, I believe. University of Washington standout. Syracuse last year. I believe he's got one more year left. Maybe not. I don't know. And of course, Jordan Hatton, the goalie emeritus from last season, is over there on the sidelines, I believe, talking to Colby, maybe? If that's not Colby, well, take a shot. So we'll catch you later at the player introductions, walkout, kickoff.
The head coach of POFC is Patrick Leonard. His assistants are Gabe Threadgold and Jordan Hatton. The lineup for today, wearing number 0, Landon Gordon. Number 1, Austin Valdez. Number 2, Aiden Harvey. Number 3, Colby Juarez. Number 4, Porter Herbig. Number 5, Dane Price. Number 6, Caleb Gilbert. Number 7, Matt Ludlow. Number 8, Jaden Joseph. Number 9, Pepe DeLuna. Number 10, Jake McKenzie. Number 11, Dom Pajimola. Number 12, Kai Paul. Number 13, Jagger Judkins. Number 14, Michael Nation. Number 15, Yashi Schleb. Number 16, Connor Loudon. Number 17, Michael Devano. Number 19, Johnny Mendoza. Number 20, Hunter Milbrot. Number 22, Diego Luna. And number 30, Carson LeBeau.
Shelb. Yoshi Shelb gets the award for the player who traveled the farthest to be with us today here in Port Orchard. Port Orchard, a lovely place to live, shop, and work. Yoshi, of course, from Freiburg, Germany. Dankeschön, Yoshi, for being here with Port Orchard. And now, I suspect we're going to maybe have a Pledge of Allegiance. I'm not sure. The flag, of course, is at half-mast.
We will play the national anthem after the handshake.
Memorial Day is tomorrow. And there it is, the kickoff. Port Orchard's going to possess first. Up top, Let's see if I can identify some players early on. That's streaking to get underneath that was Dom, I believe. Yeah, Dom Pagimola. Then 10 here is Jake McKenzie in the foreground. They're up top. Number 3, I think, is that Colby Juarez. I think so. That's Dane Price, Bellarmine standout. He's going to play at Chapman down in Orange County, California in the fall. So that's a new face, I believe. Let's see. There's Loudon on the ball. Back to Dane. Working that midfield. Nice possession soccer here. Let's see. Who is number 4? I do not have. Everybody take a shot because I do not have number 4 on my roster card. I'll have to put my research department on that. Somebody just took a shot to the head. It's a contact sport, that's for sure. I think that might be Colby. Number 4. Oh, number 4 is Porter Herbig. Sorry, Porter. There you are. I was just talking with your wonderful parents. And good to see you out there. That's going to go straight out of bounds for a blue ball. Or no, I was talking with Hunter Milbrot's parents. There's Loudon. So there, take another shot. That was Hunter Milbrot's parents I was speaking with. And Milbrot is number 20 right back here, playing center back. Crossed in and headed right back out for another corner kick. By the end of the season, I should have all these players memorized. Their jersey numbers, proclivities, and other. There's a ball into the center of the box. That's Dane, number 5. Chipped in and off the end line. Loudon chipped it in. Looking for Johnny Mendoza, number 19. That's a new guy, I think. I don't recall him being on the roster last year. So he's over there on the far sideline as well. That went out of bounds. It's going to be a blue ball. So far, it's too early to really say much about the relative strength of these teams. Be sure and set your playback here to 1080 DPI. There's a nice cross. That's going to go out the near sideline. I believe that was Herbig that put that out the sideline. I see Caleb Gilbert in there as well, jockeying for position, marking a man. There's a shot, and it's going to go right over the top. Austin Valdez in goal.
Yes.
We here at DAVEspn, we know Austin Valdez from 2018. So it's good to see him out there. A lot of these familiar faces. Caleb Gilbert, number 6, is playing in the midfield, I see. Back to Austin. Over to Herbig. There goes Loudon. Great ball over the top. Back over the top of the defense and right into the waiting arms of the Seattle United goalie. Kind of a big touch. McKenzie putting some pressure. There's Dane, quarterback in the situation. Dane is a great midfielder, good field vision, tenacious, and he can bring the wood. He can definitely get physical when need be. There we go, nice. There's a good ball. Some speed, look at that speed. And that is the first goal of the match. Quite a shot. Whoever that was on the far side had a lot of speed. Got around our right back, and then Austin had to make a judgment about when to come out. And shot in the net. So it's 1-0 in the first 10 minutes. Within the first 10 minutes here. Seattle over Port Orchard. It's a beautiful day. It's about 70 degrees, slight breeze. Great header over there. Who is that? Number 2. Is that Aiden Harvey, number 2? Oh, okay. I'm used to seeing him with a mop of sort of sun-bleached hair.
Good to see you, man.
Aiden Harvey. Okay, that is Aiden over there. That's right.
Fun game. Or let's call them crossfire.
Correct.
You know, it was a really good game.
We had a much better second half. Just to finish on some opportunities.
Well, you know,
Loudon over to Gilbert, to Dane, trying to find Dom.
had me believing that too, but man, our kids showed a lot of heart. You know, they played together well.
So yeah, there's 7 minutes 45 seconds gone in the first half. Seattle United up early, 1-0 on a beautiful shot by that forward for Seattle United. And I don't have a roster for them.
No. I'm talking
Oh, okay. I knew about Friday, but I didn't look that far ahead to Sunday.
play Friday and Sunday. Portland on Friday, and then Junction FC on Sunday.
That's where I'll see you then. I'll see you both of
I
them.
won't be at those. I'll be with that Alley's game.
Okay, all right. How's she doing?
Good.
Nice header into the box. No foul here. He's gonna not get off a good shot. Dane tapped it away from him. There we go. Colby with the one touch over to Gilbert. Gilbert wearing the captain's armband. Oh, nice ball down the heel pass. Beautiful passing here. We're seeing some nice soccer. You would not know that these players have not really practiced that much ahead of game number 1 here in the summer 2025 season. Beautiful work. Dom leaving it for Gilbert. Gilbert, who's he looking for? Oh, miscommunication there. Dane tried to get that back to Colby, I believe. And here they come. He's going to get around. He gets around Aiden Harvey again. Aiden, this time, fool me once, shame on you. This time, Aiden with the beautiful tackle, still going to go off the end line for a corner in swinger. By Seattle.
Sunday as well.
We'll watch this.
It's pretty good quality.
It's not bad.
That's going to be a goal kick.
We watched the game down Yeah, well,
That's awesome.
it was 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We were done for the evening. We
Yeah.
were going out next day. So.
Now we asked Michael, he's on the
Mackenzie is 10.
I'd be there too, honestly.
Back over to Dane. So Dane plays for Bellarmine, and they played against. Oh, beautiful ball. There it is. Oh, put it back. Yes. Dom with the putback. Mackenzie takes a shot. Goalie knocks it down. Dom's trailing the play, puts it back in the net. Where is he? Where is Dom? This is the most important part of the shot, the DAVEspn beauty shot. Where's that close-up? His parents, his fans are probably asking, where is the close-up, Dave? There it is. There he is. Dom Pajimola, mahalo, my brother. So it's 1-1. 1-1. Let's hope that's the sign of more to come. Valdez comes out, secures the ball. There we go, Dane. Anyway, like I was saying, Dane plays for Bellarmine, and he played against Central Kitsap, which is another team that Coach Leonard coaches. And I think Coach Leonard liked what he saw in opposition to his own team.
11th minute goal in the first of the season from
And here they
POFC
are.
Scored by Dominic Pajimola.
Here they are joining forces on Port Orchard to make the magic happen. Dom crossing, and that's going to be a corner kick. Smartly smacked that against the shins of a Seattle United player. Jagger Judkins. I did not recognize Jagger over there. That's him doing the honors here. He's a lefty. He's going to be kicking the ball into play. Of course, he also is a Bellarmine grad and a USF. Beautiful ball. Still in. Aiden Harvey gets his head on it on the far post. We're going to maintain possession here. He's going to leave that for Mackenzie. Pops it up in the air, and that'll be a goal kick. So Judkins with the in-swinger. Judkins, a USF Don. He's up in San Francisco last year for his freshman year, I believe. And here he is back at Port Orchard for the summer. He played last year with Port Orchard as well. So take another shot. Take another shot I misidentified or failed to identify. So what is that? Yeah, you're losing count of shots now. I hope you're not drinking tequila. Nice. Number 4. Herbig. That's going to go out for a blue throw.
I've been concentrating more on straight up running. I know. I look at that now. It's like,
Nice midfield battle we got going on here. That's a good cross. Headed out by Aiden Harvey, but they're going to maintain. They're still in the box. Another cross, and it's going to go out for a corner. There it is, up in the air. Header, it's going off the end line for a goal kick. Playing it short. Up to Colby to Gilbert. Back over to Judkins. Looking to put Gilbert on down the baseline. Complimenting him. He thought he was fast enough to catch up to that. But he wasn't. One to one. 15 minutes gone in the first half. And that's another black throw. Here we go. McKenzie's going to take a shot. Goalie knocks it down and retrieves his own ricochet while Gilbert was streaking in. That was Harvey. Here's that speedy forward up there. He's going to get around him again, and this time Harvey's going to teach him that you cannot do that repeatedly without Harvey learning a thing or two. Nice work, Harvey. Up to Judkins. Judkins will take that himself. Little shirt grab. Oh, okay. Could have let that go, but no. This ref is going to play it by the book, I guess. Harvey to Colby. Looking over here to Dane. No, there's Harvey again. Up to Judkins. Playing a little rondo over here in the midfield. Back to Milbrot. Porter Herbig over here on the near side. Just trying to pull this Seattle team apart and look for the seams. Milbrot's going to chip that nicely. Yes, beautiful ball. There's the goalie. He read it the whole way. Kind of telegraphed, but what are you going to do? McKenzie's going to take that shot, and there it is. 2-1. Number 10, McKenzie with the shot. So it's 2-0 now. POFC looking a little more comfortable here. They took them a few minutes. They got punched in the face. Went down 1-0. There he is. Well done. The beauty shot. 2-1.
Assisted by Caleb Gilbert in the 18th minute. POFC goal scored by number 10, Jake McKenzie.
Assist by Gilbert. Great defense here. Yeah, Porter Herbig. Milbrot comes out of it. Over to Dane. Dane Price. Another nice ball. There's Judkins. Judkins, he's going to get there. Keeps it in. Trailing the play. Seattle United tries to clear it unsuccessfully. Here we go. There's Dane. Communicating there with Colby. Dom tries to chip that back to his. Oh, it's going to go out of bounds. And we got a sub coming in for Seattle United. This dude coming in, that dude going out. Good job, that dude. Good luck, this dude. black ball. Aiden Harvey gets his head on it. That's going to go out for a blue throw. Quickly inbounds.
Rachel, look for the blonde.
Got it now. How are you?
Oh, slipping a fall there by Austin on the turf. I noticed that last season too. Occasionally you get some. Oh, Judkins with the body feint, offsides. That's a pesky rule. If I were king of soccer, there'd be no offsides. Or maybe you gotta do like your whole body has to be offsides. Anyway, yeah, nice move there by Judkins. He told that Seattle United player to have a seat on the turf. Right to the waiting foot of Dane Price. How many times have I said that name today already? As I should, you know. That's what you want. You want your midfielder controlling things. He and Colby, nice midfield personnel there. Coach Leonard got to be happy with that. There's Judkins over to, who is that? What's his name? That's a new, is that Harvey or no? Okay, take another shot. Yeah, that's 19. Okay, take another shot because that is not who I thought it was. Here comes a counter punch. Yeah. Milbrot and Dane combined take that ball away, repossess. So let's see, who is 19? Johnny Mendoza. Johnny Mendoza. Okay, there's Dom. Dom is dogging that defender who kicks it out of bounds. Now we got a sub. Kai Paul coming in for Mendoza, I believe. So that's Kai Paul. Yeah, coming in. And Kai, he's playing college somewhere. That's going to be a black ball. So you got basically three categories of players here in summer league. You got the older guys who are looking to see what they got left in the tank. They love the competition. They love the game. They want to keep playing. Oh, beautiful ball! Yes, there it is. There it is. Jake McKenzie, goal number 2. Oh my gosh, who had the assist on that? Was that Dom? So now it's up 3-1. 23 minutes gone in the match. We're up 3-1 here on Seattle United. So they go down 1-0, and then boom, 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 3 goals. So yeah, like I was saying, you got 3 categories of players. You got the older guys who want to see what they got left in the tank, and I would include like Dom in that group. Dom is mid-20s, I think.
Assisted by Colby Juarez in the 24th.
Colby Juarez with the assist.
By number 10,
beautiful work.
McKenzie.
And then you got the college guys, the guys who are playing college ball and they're home for the summer. They want to keep their foot on the ball. They want to have some fun, and where are you going to have more fun than POFC? And then the last category would be high school players. Some high school seniors out here who are going off to college. Maybe not. Maybe just done with high school and want to keep playing. There's a shot up. Austin handles that no problem. And in that category, Dane Price is one of those guys. He just finished up his senior year, and he'll be going off to school. That's going to go out of bounds. Hey, I was talking so much, I didn't even notice Mike Devano is that Mike? No, that's not Mike. That's a lookalike. That's going to go out. Smart move to delay the play by Herbig. There he is again. Herbrig. Yeah, that's going to go off the end line for a corner kick, though, by Seattle United. So we're up 3-1, and Michael Devano has not even made an appearance yet. I hope that Seattle United is saving something on the bench for the second half if he enters at that time. Of course, here we go. There's the ball. It's up in the air. Nope. Going to be cleared by Dane. It's going to go straight out of bounds. Yeah, it's going to go out of bounds for a black ball. In any event, Devano, of course, is the high goal scorer, Port Orchard's high goal scorer. I don't know. He's got 1,000 goals or something. He's got a lot of goals. Take another drink. That's another bit of misinformation. And there's an offsides. Actually, Michael's father is right here with me. So, Bruce, you know, I got my viewership is playing a game every time I misidentify a player or mispronounce a name or I give some kind of wrong information, you got to take a shot.
Okay.
So, play along at home. Hey, how many goals has Michael scored for Port Orchard total? Was it 23 or 26?
34 in 2 years.
That's 34 in 2 years. I told you, closer to 1,000. So there you go. Okay, back to the action. 3-1. Port Orchard is up, and a little bit of a slow roller. Tried to put Judkins on. That was McKenzie. Gilbert will do the honors on the throw. Oh, unforced error. Gilbert was thinking about something else and let it slide out. There's Dane. Dane, yeah, advantage. He got tugged. There it is, a beautiful ball into Judkins. Judkins kind of skied it. So we're seeing Seattle's strength is up top. They have some speed, some good players up top, for sure. But 3 goals in the first half already, and I think their defense might need some work. Let's see what happens in the second half. There's a good ball, good kick. Steel United. Yeah. Okay, so they're playing Steel United today, and I've been saying Seattle United. So everybody at home playing my DAVEspn drinking game, you're probably on the floor by now. Steel United. Colby up to Judkins. Judkins off his quads right onto his foot. Look at the dexterity here. That's going to go off the shins of a defender for a corner kick. There's a lot of talent out here. If you like soccer, you know what I'm talking about. There's just a lot of talent out here. These guys have not really practiced that much. There's 3 categories of players out here for the summer, and they haven't practiced all that much. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 7 practices total for some of them. Here's the ball in low along the ground. That's going to go out for a goal kick. That was Colby with the in-swinger scooting along the carpet there. So yeah, there's a lot of talent out here. And there's a lot of talent still on the bench for Port Orchard. So Steel United is got their work cut out for them, down 3-1. And if they're thinking in the second half they might get a crack at it, oh my goodness. Hunter Milbrot. Hunter Milbrot puts a man down on the carpet with just a shimmy. Caleb Gilbert, that's some physical play. Here's a new player. That's going to go out for a blue throw. This might be a Navy guy, number 8. He's a new guy, Jaden Joseph. Jaden Joseph, number 8. I think he's with the Navy over in Bremerton. I heard through the grapevine he showed up at practice and got discovered. There's Judkins. A lot of good chatter out there. Austin calling a cadence for his players. Milbrot is going to take his space, get into the action. There it is. Beautiful give and go. That's Kai Paul right into the middle. And there's the shot into the net. You can't rally. You can't rally any better than that. What a great play that was just unfolded beautifully. That's going to be 4-1 now. Who took that? Who got that shot? Do we know?
Right here.
Was it Gilbert?
The closest guy to you right here.
Yeah, that's Gilbert. Caleb Gilbert. Got that shot. Captain Caleb Gilbert. Aye, aye, Captain. Very good. Chipping it right into a bunch of blue jerseys. I don't blame them, though. They're not having a lot of luck getting through the midfield. Another slip on the field. Bad touch. Here comes 17. 17 one-on-one. And there's another beautiful shot. Is that who I think it is? That is who I think it is. Devano comes in the game. First touch. Goal. You can't spell Devano without goal. I mean, it's just how he do. What can I say? So Devano comes into the game late and puts it in the net. Lickety split.
32nd minute goal scored by Caleb Gilbert, and a 33rd minute goal follows it up, scored for POFC by Michael Nation.
No, Michael Devano. Wait a minute. Hey, now I got to take a shot. He misidentified a player. The one time I get it right, and the PA announcer gets it wrong. That's a black throw. So it's 5-1, and we only have about maybe 7 or 8 minutes left in the first half. There we go. There's another guy down on the carpet. Dane puts him there. It's contact sport. You got to get down and get back up. You're not doing your team any favors on the ground. There's the aforementioned Devano, number 17. Milbrot, or no, Herbig with the ball out. Okay, a little tap there, going to get called, a little love tap, part of the game. Five to 1 in the first half. Well, the fans here in Port Orchard, the stands are full. I would estimate maybe 700 in attendance. I don't know, but there's a lot of people here, and they got to be happy with what they're seeing. There we go, Gilbert. Nice, up to Kai Paul to Judkins. Judkins, he's going to look for the new guy, number 8, the Navy player. Oh, beautiful ball by Gilbert, looking to put Judkins on, and they're going to put that out of bounds for a blue throw. Jaden Joseph, number 8. Looks like he's fitting in really well to the smooth operation of our forward players. Five to 1, I think Steel United, it behooves them to pressure, but they only have maybe 4 guys on the bench, so nice ball out to Joseph. And Joseph, with tries for a moment of glory, looked for the upper 90, not there this time. Nice work there. Milbrot plucks it right out of the air onto his toe, gets it right back to his goalie. Cannot get out of the midfield against these players for Port Orchard. And there's Judkins with a beautiful ball, looking for the give and go. Too many black jerseys in there. Kai Paul's going to gum up the works and get called for a foul. Kind of an artistic flop, but you got the call. That's Aiden Harvey, puts his head on it, gets it back up there. Joseph's going to put some pressure. Here comes Joseph putting some pressure on the goalie. And there it is. Oh, Joseph on the one touch from Dane up to Joseph, and he was offsides. Even I could have called that with Braille. Got to be careful. Nice work. Got the toe tap, Aiden, and it ricocheted off nobody, so it's going to be a black ball. Steel United, they got work to do after this game. 5 to 1 in the first half. Boom. A lot of hang time on that ball. Herbig up to Gilbert. Over to Colby. Colby looking to get it back to Gilbert. That'll be a black throw. There's Dane. They're trying to get it to the speedster who put it in the net for the first goal of the match, but so far, turns out that might have been a fluke. Hunter gets that ball up to McKenzie, to Judkins, to Dane Price, looking for Kai Paul. To Kai on the far sideline. Over to Devano. Devano, a pirouette on the ball. Devano, he's tricky. He's got 2 guys on him. Took some time off the clock, I'll give him that. And we're going to maintain possession here. This is good, controlled soccer. We're up 5 to 1. Just take your time. Oh, they're going to call that out. Chest stop there by Captain Gilbert. Kind of bounced a little too far out of bounds. Aiden Harvey. Judkins trying to work hand in glove here with Gilbert tries to put Gilbert on. Gilbert's going to put some pressure. No, goalie's there. Harvey. Judkins over to Kai Paul. Here's Devano. Oh, Joseph just barely offsides, but offsides. Yeah, I think Joseph is a Navy guy out of Bremerton, and he's been at sea. So his internal gyroscope might be off on the offsides there, so that could explain it. And you have to remember, in all matters, compensate for the curvature of the earth. There's that turf slip. Turf slip. Joseph. Devano tried to leave that for Joseph. Joseph, he's got a smile at himself for that one. There's Dane. It's going to go out of bounds for a black ball. No, a blue ball. Gilbert looking for Devano with the directional shoulder shimmy. Over to Judkins. Kai Paul on the far sidelines, chipping it, looking for a streaking Judkins. Just by coincidence, that's a move in gymnastics, I believe. The streaking Judkins move. Here we go, Devano. Devano going to take it all by himself this time. Goalie read it and snags it. That's going to come down with ice on it. A lot of hang time. Another slip on the carpet. Number 5 went down. This turf, maybe it's got that cork crumb instead of the rubber crumb. I don't know. But I've seen a lot of people slip on this field. Could be the cork crumb, maybe. I don't know. The advantage of the cork crumb is that you don't get cancer from it. But you do slip, so it's kind of a trade-off there. So Herbig over to Milbrot. I've been saying Milbrot, so like I say, I mispronounce a name. You got to take a shot. Here's Joseph. Come on, Joseph. He's a new guy. I want him to do well. Yes, he's on. Gilbert is on. He's looking for Devano. No flag. Dane back over to Judkins. Judkins gets a shirt grab, a little tug there. Nothing personal, strictly business. Judkins, he can hit this. He can definitely hit this from here. And there it is. 3 points in football. Dane gets his head on it in the midfield. There's another slippage by one of our guys, Gilbert. Gilbert's going to get called for that. No yellow, but a professional foul. Let's call that a professional foul. No yellow, midfield. If you got to foul a guy, it's an okay place to foul him, but you are up 5-1, so why bother? Gilbert dunks on him. There's Devano playing well with others. Goalie makes a mistake, kicks that right into. Oh, Judkins tried to put Devano or Joseph on, and he passes it right to a defender. There's Gilbert. We got possession again. Looking for Joseph. There's Joseph. Yes, yes, and Joseph with his first goal. Welcome, Joseph, to the team. Judkins with the assist, Joseph with the goal, 6-1. Anchors away. Well done, Joseph. Where is he? There he is. There it is. There's a shot for your mom, your dad, your friends, everybody back on the ship. I sure hope he's the guy that I think he is from the name.
45th minute goal scored for POFC by number 8.
Because if you're not, well,
Joseph.
for my purposes, from now on, that's what you're gonna be. Okay, that's it. If any of you are still standing from the DAVEspn drinking game, you take a shot every time I give you some misinformation or mispronounce a name or misidentify a player. Well, then I'll catch you in the second half. We're back. 45-minute halves. Teams have switched sides of the field. Seattle, pardon me, take another shot. Steel United in black. Your Port Orchard blue. 6-1 is the score. The W should be academic at this point, but we've seen a lot of good soccer in the first half. So we're going to have some new players for. That's going to be a throw-in for the blue. And we got some players out here in the second half that were not in the first half. Let's see if Dave can find him. Diego De Luna, number 22, just put his foot on the ball, looking for Caleb Gilbert on the far side. Back over to Devano. Devano straight up the field to number 9, who gets it taken out from under. And number 9 is Pepe De Luna. Oh, somebody got his head on it, I think. Somebody's down over there. He's going to be okay. He's got a boo-boo. That's a... There he goes, number 9 on the give and go. Gets it right over here. That's on. Number 11, that's Dom Padrimola. Dom, there's the shot. We got a new goalie in the net, I think, for Steel United. Number 7 was in there. Dom gets the ball back into Caleb Gilbert's waiting feet. Loudon's back in, right there, the redhead. Number 16 to Yoshi Shelb from Freiburg, Germany, is here. He gets the DAVEspn award for a guy who came the farthest to play here for your entertainment at Port Orchard. Yoshi Shelb. Yoshi plays soccer. I believe he met Loudon at St. Francis in Pennsylvania, and he got in the transfer portal, and now he's at Rutgers in New Jersey last season. Okay, number 12 is Kai Paul playing, 22. There we go. My mistake. Diego De Luna is playing the center back position, and that's him right there. Over to number 2, that's Aiden Harvey. Good, Aiden's on our side. We get to see the soccer stylings of Aiden Harvey, and here he goes. Yes, he's onside. He's got Dom with a beautiful ball into the corner. He's going to cross. It's in, no. Out. It's going to go out. No, it's going to stay in all the way across. And now it's going to be out for a blue throw. Caleb Gilbert will do the honors. There's a shot that's going to go off the end line for a goal kick. No, it's not a goal kick. It's a throw in, a black throw. Matt Ludlow, number 7. That's who that is. I thought he looked familiar. He got a new haircut. There's Matt right there. Taps the ball out. It's going to be a blue throw. Matt with the honors over to Loudon. To Devano. Devano with the quick turn, looking for Yoshi, number 15. Back on to Devano. Goalie comes out for a nice save. And behind the net, Ludlow takes a shot. It goes wide right. So Yoshi and Loudon, 15 and 16 right there, playing patty cake with the ball in the midfield. Over here to Aiden Harvey. And that's going to be a nice ball for Gilbert. Back to Devano. Chipping a ball in the air, looking for Yoshi. There's Ludlow. Takes a shot. Too many legs in the way. Too many black jerseys. He better hold up. He does not have numbers, but he manages to thread a needle. His teammate couldn't get there. Goal kick. Port Orchard's going to play it out. We got a new goalie in net. Austin Valdez has taken a seat in favor of another goalie. I'm not sure who. We'll have to get my research department on that and get you his name, but take a shot in the meantime. Yoshi over to Michael. Landon Gordon, I think, is who is in the net now. Looks like the 5-pass rule is in effect. You got to pass it 5 times before you can take a shot. 6-1. I don't know. Dom leaves it for Yoshi. Yoshi 1-on-1. And it's going to go wide left. Had a full head of steam. Yoshi was trucking right down the center of the highway. Ludlow gets his head on it, out of bounds, black ball. We're in the 52nd minute here. Gilbert to Yoshi. Chipping it, looking for Mike. Who is that in the corner? There's Mike. Mike's in the corner. He taps it, looking for a lane to pass. Loudon gives him a safety valve. Back into the middle to Gilbert to Loudon. Loudon's going to see what he can quarterback. He's going to chip that, looking for a header. Goalie's there. So, it's a good news, bad news thing for Steel United. The good news is all those guys that scored and bedeviled you in the first half, they're on the bench. The bad news is that they brought in better players from the bench in the second half, if you can believe it. I don't know. They're all pretty damn good. A lot of footwork in here. And Ludlow trying to go to the outside, crosses it, gets a corner out of that. So, Yoshi will do the honors. Danke Sharon. On the in-swinger. Is he a lefty or a righty? I don't know. Let's see. I think he's a right-footed fella. Yeah, right foot. Gonna go long, looking for Mike on the far side of the box. They're gonna clear it, but we're there. Another ball right into Mike. He's on sides. Defense rises to the occasion. That was a really they're still in the box. Ludlow. A lot of action, too much action for old Dave to call as it happens. You're just going to have to watch that on replay in slow motion. Probably 2 or 3 shots in there. Pepe DeLuna, I know, had a part in that action, I believe.
Hello, cutie patootie. Hello.
So it's 6-1. Time of possession, very lopsided. POFC is dominating that category of statistics.
Oh no.
So, yeah, they're playing good possession soccer here, and Steele's just laying back hoping for an errant pass, and they got one. But their time of possession is short-lived. There's Ludlow up to Gaden Harvey with the one touch, trying to put DeLuna on. There's DeLuna. Okay. 19 tries to maybe head that back to his teammate, get some numbers here. You can see the wheels turning. Tapped away. And there's a shot up. It's going to go way up and to the left, so goal kick. We got a sub coming in now. Who's going out? Gilbert, Captain Gilbert going out, and who's coming in? Is that Judkins, I think, coming in. Judkins coming in. Left it, give and go. Nice work between DeLuna and Judkins. Here it comes. Looking for somebody. Yeah, he's a lefty. There he goes, right down. Another slip on the carpet by the defender. Judkins tries again, but this time the goalie's there. He's had 3 shots on frame, or actually maybe 2 on frame, 1 way off frame. Happens to the best of them. Loudon over to Yoshi, up to Devano. Dom with the leaving it for Devano. Diego DeLuna and Pepe DeLuna. Are they cousins? Are they brothers? Coincidence? I don't know. Take a shot. So 22 center back is Diego DeLuna, and Pepe DeLuna up top, number 9, could be related. A lot of work for DAVEspn research department after this game to get answers for you. Right now, Steel United looks like there's no wind in their sails. There's Dom. Dom's going to go on for a shot attempt. He crosses it. The defenders are there. There's another shot by DeLuna. Or no, that was Ludlow. There's Yoshi lays it off for DeLuna, takes a shot that's going to go out for a corner kick, a blue corner kick. So Yoshi is going to play it short to Devano, back over to Yoshi. And Yoshi, a little too casual there. He's going to try and get it back, and he gets it back. A little grab, a little wrist grab. So Yoshi, a little too casual, lost the ball, but boys and girls, when you lose the ball, you pursue, get it back, just like Yoshi. There's Devano in the box. Devano, there's a shot going to be taken by Yoshi. There's Ludlow, I believe, in the far corner, crossing it, looking for Dom. They're clearing it. And Porter. Another kind of a casual. I know it's 6-1, but Port Orchard looking a little casual here. Should have snagged that. Listen to me, I'm up here comfortable in the stands. Had a little pulled pork at halftime and telling these guys what to do. Come on, Dave. Give them a break. Steel United, a rare possession in their half of the field here. And no sooner do I say that than Aiden Harvey reminds them that he's a premier defender from the Pacific Northwest. We're seeing a little bit of high pressure. Aiden gets it back from Yoshi, leaving it for Judkins. Judkins is very dexterous. Judkins' ball handling skills, second to none. Sorry about that. I'm watching the action in my mind's eye here and not with the lens. That's Ludlow. Ludlow bulldogs his way to the corner. It's gonna get ricocheted off of a black jersey for a corner kick. A lot of people here today. A lot of people here. A lot of people over there. We have an excellent food truck with some fantastic pulled pork, smoked, delicious stuff at halftime, man. There's a shot in the net. Goalie touched it. And then it got lost in the crowd. Goalie, I think, tried to punch it out of there, but somebody got their head on it. I'm going to guess it's this guy waving to the crowd. Was that Aiden? Did Aiden score? All right, Aiden. All right. He's no stranger to the Dave beauty shot from last season and the season before. Well done, Aiden, with the header. That's kind of his thing. He's very good on set pieces, putting that back in the net. There's DeLuna. Oh, that's a handball. Handball.
Number 2 on the quarter kick, Aiden Harvey.
You can't use your hands in soccer. No use putting your hands in the air and gesticulating. It's a rule. And a good rule. I would not change that. Maybe the offsides rule, I'd change that one. But handball, you know, it goes to the essence of the game. So if you're a POFC fan, you got to be happy with this kind of a showing here. This is just dominating performance. You can't expect every game to go this way, but certainly for a home opener, it's a welcome performance for the fans here. Oh, Yoshi Shell with some fancy stuff there. There's Dom. Dom's going to put that patiently in the net. I think Yoshi got the assist, maybe, or was it? Did Michael get a foot on that? I think it was Yoshi to Dom. Yoshi to Dom. So that's 2 goals. Dom scored the first goal. And Dom wears the captain's armband. Where are you, Dom? There you are.
64th minute goal scored for POFC by number 11.
That's 2 for Dom.
Pajimala.
Mahalo, my brother. He hails from the Hawaiian Islands. I'm not sure which island. I knew at one time what island, but I don't know now because I forget things. I want to say he's from the Big Island, but I don't know. Take a half a shot. So it's 8-1 in the 64th minute. Leonard's going to empty the bench, make sure everybody gets some playing time here today. Yoshi's he chips it back over to a streaking Judkins. But the goalie covers. There's Loudon to intercept the ball in the air. Loudon's going to get that back to Yoshi. Chips it. There's Michael. Goalie tackles it and secures the ball. Trying to put number 19 on. DeLuna is up to it. Taps it out of bounds. Delay the play. That's the first rule of defense. Delay the play. Everything else is gravy. Give your team a chance to set up. Stall out any rally or numbers advantage the other team might have. And there's a shot. That hits Yoshi in the back. There's another shot. That's going to go in the air. Do we have yet another goalie in the net right now? I don't know. I'm losing track. All right, Loudon getting it up to Judkins. Judkins getting a lot of touches here. And they take it away. $15, he'll cross. He waited too long. Oh, the referee is going to bail out Aiden. The referee is going to bail out Aiden for a little love tap and give Steel United a PK. A little shoulder-to-shoulder love tap gets the whistle. 8-1, you gotta believe maybe there's some emotion behind that call. But let's see if we can pull a rabbit out of the hat here. You know, law of averages suggests that this is going to go in the net, but you never know. You got to be prepared to sweep in and prevent the putback sometimes, but not that time. So it's going to be 8-2 in the 68th minute of a 90-minute match. And we got a sub. Who's coming in? Is that, I don't recognize who that is. So Aiden is going to be rewarded for that. Okay, yeah. That's Milbrote coming in. Milbrote comes in. Harvey goes out. Harvey's going to have to go to the bench. Think about what he did. Try to rehabilitate himself. Maybe come back later. So that really doesn't take much away from an otherwise dominating performance. Although, interesting fact, I think Aiden has been responsible for both goals. He got the PK, and then the guy got around him for the first goal. I don't know, Aiden. You got to work on that, buddy. Yeah, he's a friend of DAVEspn. He knows. He knows I'm just joking with him. Okay, that's, I think, Ludlow and Devano and Shell playing a little rondo over there. Here goes. He's turning. Devano's staying on it, but the jerseys are there to clear. DeLuna tries to gum up the works. He's getting back. He's streaking back to help on defense. Steel United offsides. Milbroat to Judkins. Back over to Loudon. Loudon to Milbroat. Over to DeLuna. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert going to look up that sideline for Ludlow maybe. No, he's going to take his space. And he's going to thread that up, looking for the other DeLuna. Pepe, number 9. So make sure you have the high resolution, high def setting while you're watching this game. Paid a lot of money for this camera. Might as well use all of its features and advantages for your viewing pleasure. Okay, Kai Paul backing it back out to Milbroat. He's still on. Gilbert's there. Gilbert, what a slide. To stop that. Good work, Gilbert. Steel United was at a dead sprint, and Gilbert slid into that tackle. We got a sub. Looks like Joseph is back in, number 8 with the orange shoes. He came in. I'm not sure who went out. Maybe Yoshi went out. Snagged by the goalie. Milbroat to Devano. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert's chipping it in the air. Who's there? Back to Loudon. Yoshi. Back to Loudon. Oh, Johnny Mendoza's in. That's who that is over there. Number 19, Johnny Mendoza. Here's Milbroat. Kai Paul. They take it away from Kai. Leaves it for his teammate. Nice. Tried to thread the needle unsuccessfully. Gilbert's there. Gilbert doing a good job. Okay, there's Mike. Don't be grabbing Mike. Oh, the flag goes up. Offsides on, who was that? Judd? No, that wasn't Judd. That's the other, Pepe. That's Pepe de Luna. What are musical names? Johnny Mendoza, Pepe de Luna. Those are musical sounding names. Roll off the tongue. So I'm getting better at names and not misidentifying people, so that gives all my viewers a chance to sober up from the Dave drinking game. Have some nachos. Yossi looking to put Michael on. Oh, great work. Who was that? That's the other DeLuna. Oh, goalie comes out to save the day. Michael bearing down on him. There's Joseph, takes a shot on the ricochet. Goalie stops that. Yeah, so you got to be happy with the DeLuna brothers or cousins. The DeLuna factor is strong in this game. That's Mendoza, right? Johnny Mendoza, 19. Directional header. Joseph is there. Joseph, oh, there's a foul right outside the box. Ah, if only he'd managed to get fouled another foot and a half in the box, we could have a makeup PK for that other little love tap one we got called against us. Yeah, so 19 is Mendoza, who left that, I believe. In any event, what do we got? We got Yoshi and Loudon discussing strategy. Let me see if I can read lips. I'm kind of farther away. Yeah. They're saying, hey, where do you want to go after the game? There's a Puerto Vallarta right down the street. We'll go there maybe. Or how about just getting some food off the truck? That's some good stuff. Okay, here we go. Yes. Brilliant save. That was on frame. And kind of a frozen rope, had some speed to it. Good shot by Yoshi. That'll result in a corner kick. And who comes over to take it? The aforementioned Yoshi Shelb. Corner kick, bitte. Ball's in the air. Nice long ball right where it should be, right in the middle. I think that was the DeLuna to DeLuna. So that was Pepe going back to his brother or cousin. There's DeLuna. Tries to tap that around the defender, but the goalie's there. Not enough on it. That went a lot of hang time. Steel United is not really... It seems like they're moving at maybe three-quarter speed here. And there's a ball up, and the flag goes up. Loudon tried to put Michael on. 8-2 in the 76th minute. Who's coming in now? Is that Ludlow, maybe? So, DeLuna, number 9. Is that number? Yeah, Pepe DeLuna going out. And I think that's Ludlow, Matt Ludlow coming in. I can tell by the haircut. I think he got a new haircut there. Let's see, number 7. Yeah, that's Ludlow. High and tight. That's a good haircut. I like it that way. That's because I have a haircut like that. So.
You can try.
Yeah, down in front. Out for a blue throw. Check out the hustle, the work here by our sideline ball boys. Very nice. Good work. They got the flags. Loudon trying to thread that down in front. Okay, just walk in front. You know, this is a professional broadcast going on here, okay? I get no respect. There goes Devano surveying. Can he get by? He is by. He's sliding that right in front of the net. The defense is there. They're going to knock it out off the end line for a corner kick. And they play it short. That's going to go way out. And that's going to go out for a blue ball. Believe it or not, we have actually got some, I'm going to say they are Steel United fans maybe leaving early. Yeah, they might have a doctor's appointment. You never know. And Steel United, they're literally standing there. I think that we could probably literally hold the ball underneath somebody's foot and nobody would move at this point. So if you're the coach at Steel United, take it from Dave. I do a lot of armchair coaching. I think you need to have a talk with your guys. Here we go. We got a little bit of a rally going. Gilbert, can he get there? Yes, he can. Saves the day again. Nice work, Gilbert. It'll be a corner kick. Mark up, gentlemen. There's the ball. It's going to go. It stays in, but now it's out. Quickly out to Devano. A lot of open field in front of him. Devano slips on the turf as he tries to put Kai Paul diagonally on the ball. There's Kai slipping. I'm telling you, you got to be careful on this turf. Maybe a glue gun and a couple of dollops of caulk on the bottom of those cleats might help. Nice work on the beautiful tackle by number 19 up to Matt Ludlow. Matt's there. He gets knocked down. Play on, the ref says. That's going to be a blue ball. Do we have a sub? Yeah, we got a sub. Milbrodt going out, and looks like maybe Ryan Anderson coming in. It looks like Ryan Anderson to me. Nice work. Devano with the shot. The assist by Matt Ludlow. That's, what is that, goal number 1012 for Devano. I don't know, I lost track. Take a shot. Misinformation, you're entitled to it.
82nd minute goal.
Let's say hello to
number
this girl. She
17,
seems to
Michael
want to get in front of DAVEspn's camera a lot. So there you go. Hello, and have a beauty shot of your own. Here we go. Michael Devano probably has the most DAVEspn beauty shots of all time as well as goals, so that's important. Now 9-2. Ludlow on the assist. Here's Ludlow with the ball again. Ludlow takes a shot from distance. Goalie's there to knock it down. Mendoza's in there too, I think, number 19. Is Mendoza in there? Maybe not. I'm seeing things. There's Yoshi up to Joseph. Is that Mendoza right there? They take it. Yeah, that's Mendoza, 19. There he is. See? I knew what I was talking about. A little grabbing. The referee's going to let that go. You can't call every little shirt grab or else you'd be here until midnight. Part of the game. There's Yoshi looking to go diagonal for Kai, and he's offsides. Ref was right there. DeLuna pops that back into the midfield. Mendoza up to Joseph. Joseph with the nice little tap. Gets around the defender. There goes Joseph into the middle. Looking for Matt Ludlow. The defense collapses. Ludlow flailing, trying to get a shot off. They're going to boot that out of bounds for a blue throw. Good work over there by Joseph and Ludlow. 9-2. It's a blowout win for your Port Orchard Blue. There we go. Devano putting, yes, Loudon on. Loudon leaves it for Devano. Devano right under the crossbar for yet another goal. You could see Loudon and Devano just toying with the ball there. And who was it that had the assist? Was that Mendoza, maybe? Johnny Mendoza with the assist. But that's another shot, another beauty shot for Mike Devano. Right under the crossbar from pretty good distance, and that was a pretty shot. Great placement. Ten to 2. Your Port Orchard showing you what's available this season.
85th minute goal scored for POFC by number 17, Michael Devano.
From their rich talent pool. There's Yoshi. Getting it over to Mendoza. And they're going to tap that up to the goalie. Player goes down. He's still down, rubbing his thigh. DeLuna, one-on-one, one man to beat. DeLuna! DeLuna's going to get called for the foul. He had a beautiful little tap. I think there was some artistry there by the Steel United player. Got the benefit of the call. It's right outside the box. 10 to 2. Diego DeLuna, number 22. You know, I should start giving a beauty shot to some great defensive plays. I always tend to zoom in on those glory boys up top. They get enough attention, all those forwards. Oh, scoots along the carpet. That was a blown opportunity by Steele. And Landon Gordon, the goalie, falls down on top of that. So yeah, this is a peek at the talent that's available this season for your enjoyment. Michael Nation. Okay, I thought that was Anderson. Michael Nation is number 14. So take a shot. There's a shove. You cannot shove Joseph down like that and expect to get away with it. Come on, he doesn't go down easy. He's gonna fall down only after some serious contact. How do I know? I don't know. I've never seen him play before. Loudon pops it in the air. The goalie could not secure it. Loudon chips it up in the air. Is he injured? I hope not. And there to finish the play, Ludlow. 11 to 2. Is that Ludlow? Did Ludlow finish the play? I think so. Loudon sprinting back. He's going to be okay. That was a brilliant toe tap right out of the goalie's hands before he had secured it. And Ludlow, number 7, puts it in the net. 11 to 2. This is a score fest for Port Orchard. There's Yoshi. Back over to Joseph. Stay on sides, gentlemen. Stay on sides. Joseph is trying to work his magic. Back to Devano. Devano, he's tricky. Devano's going to chip that in the air. It's going to go long. It's going to be a goal kick. Devano hits the turf over there.
Ludlow.
The announcer here is a little bit behind. That's Nation, number 14. He's a new guy this year. He and Joseph I have not seen play, and the DeLuna brothers are cousins. I've not seen any of those guys play until today, and I'm liking what I see. Little chest stop. There's Loudon to restore some order to the universe. There's a little grabbing going on. Loudon goes down to the ground. Has a word for the Steel United player. Puts him there. There's Nation. Where are you going, Nation? Nation. They're getting a little chippy here. You know, it's 11-2 in the 89th minute. There's maybe 3 minutes left, tops. It's a 90-minute game, a little stoppage time maybe, I don't know. But mercifully, if I were the ref, I would not add any stoppage time here. So a little bit of pushing and shoving by Nation and Loudon on the last couple of plays. You know, you get the blood flowing. Yes, DeLuna gets his head. DeLuna in the middle. Nice work. Here's Kai Paul. 19. And there it is, the end of the match. Everybody's going to shake hands, show some sportsmanship. Your Port Orchard Blue, 11-2, a score fest.
Fans are encouraged to stick around on the track to get autographs if you'd like, or right there at the 50-yard line.
Steel United, they scored the first goal, and then they got a PK, and that was the only scoring for Steel United. I think their chins were down coming out of halftime. What are you going to do? It's summer soccer at its best here at Port Orchard for at least one team. So we hope to see you back. And DAVEspn is going to try and be here for the home games. And you got to congratulate the Port Orchard team on their first win. There's a barefoot Austin Valdez. Some close-up of the guys. Hope you enjoyed that. There's Joseph. Welcome to the team. And we'll catch you next time.